Excellent, and on the road we are. Welcome back, guys. Stephanie Hunter here from New Zealand, and of course my gorgeous friend from Pai here in New Zealand, Karen Crichton. Once again, bringing you a wealth of information about what you can find in your own backyard and how you can use this to help you to heal and to get health and wellness. Now, before we get started, I'm just going to ask you to do 3 things for us, please. Hit the subscribe button. Right beside it is a little notification bell. Please click on the notification bell too, because that ensures that you get notified whenever we have uploaded another video for you. And I'm also going to ask you to share if you find any information in this video at all interesting and you go, aha, I know someone who's going to like that. Please share this video out to at least 2 people so we can spread the love and make it sure that as many people as are reached and touched and blessed by these videos as possible. Okay, now that's enough of the intro and the housework stuff done, Karen. I'm so excited about this because I know that most people have no idea about this beautiful plant. So who are we introducing today, Karen?
We're introducing Nasturtium. Now, it's got the most beautiful flower that you probably know. If you're a foodie, you probably know that you can use the flowers and decorate salads and all of that sort of stuff. But also, did you know you can use the leaves? The leaves are delicious, peppery type thing, and it makes the most delicious pesto. So, you know, I really love going out and foraging for this because here in New Zealand, they seem to grow so prolifically that they're actually in ditches and things like that. And the great thing about ditches is that they very, very seldomly get sprayed or anything like that. I mean, some places might do, but I've not seen any, so they don't go all yellow and horrible. But its leaves are so delicious. They're really quite peppery. And if you wanted to, you can make caper-like things with the berries. So the berries aren't actually capers. They come from a different plant, but they're almost identical. And so you can use the seeds if you want to, and you can grind them up and make them into a pepper. So if we ever struggle with importing things like pepper and things, then these young seeds can be used as a substitute for pepper. It used to be used many, many years ago when pepper was an extremely expensive part of the spice ring. So in herbalism, we use nasturtium as an expectorant, and also it can be used as a disinfectant. And being as we're in the midst of the COVID-19 thing, it's a good thing because it's antibacterial, antifungal, and antibiotic properties. So this plant can really help relieve infections, especially of the lungs. So expectorants basically means it brings up mucus. So it's a really useful. You can use it internally, externally. You can use it for disinfecting wounds and cuts. It's got a high content of vitamin C and also other phytonutrients to make it a good herb to help treat scurvy. So it used to be used a lot when sailors and things used to get scurvy. So they used to have ingredients and things with nasturtiums. So nasturtium clearing out mucus conditions, so it can actually help if you're prone to making a lot of mucus. So there's other things, of course, that can stop you creating mucus. But if you're like me with blue eyes, and like you, Stephanie, is we have blue eyes, so we tend to create a lot more mucus than other eye types. So this is a really useful herb for us, but useful for everyone really. So it can be used to treat bronchitis and other lung things. So really, really useful. It's also supposed to really help with urinary tract infections too. So it's so basically it can help purify and detoxify the urinary tract. And so as a tea, for example, you can use the leaves as a tea, and you can use the roots if you want to too, but you know, you can use the leaves. It's what we mainly use, the leaves for this. And so you can also use it for hair loss and can help stimulate its hair growth. So you can use it as you can make an oil out of it. And so basically you can just grab the leaves. Making an oil is actually a good idea to use dried ingredients, because if you dry your herb, if you put the dried herb in, it keeps for longer. But whereas if you put wetter herbs, so if they're fresh, and you get water in there, it's going to go rancid quicker. So just dry some. You can just hang it up and dry it, and then you can make an oil out of it. So it's really good, as you can massage it into your hair. So you could use something like argan oil or just plain old olive oil. And if you're losing your hair, it's a good one to massage in. You can use other things, of course, and we've just done a video on coffee. If you've got coffee and nasturtium in an oil, really good for stimulating hair growth.
Wow, my gosh. I'm loving these journeys, Karen, because I'm learning so much from you. I'm sure everybody else is watching the videos out too.
Yeah, I'm just sort of picking it out of my brain because you forget, you forget what you know.
I love it. So here in New Zealand, nasturtium grows plentiful, wildly, and it actively gets pulled out and dumped as a weed, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's so pretty. It's so pretty in the hedgerows, but so valuable. I literally walked down the road, and this is in a little Pai here, which is a town, and I walked down the road, and near the school, there's just carpets of it in the sort of like in the ditches. And so I go along, of course, and go and pick the young, because the young leaves are much more tender. You can still use the old ones, but you have to sort of like macerate it. And you just chew it. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. And so my pesto recipe is basically very simple. You just use olive oil, nasturtium leaves. You can add in nuts and seeds if you want to, and grind it all up, and it just makes a delicious, tasty pesto.
Oh gosh, I'm going to go and find myself some nasturtium leaves now.
Yeah. And you can always pickle some of the seeds and make your own capers too. So it's very easy.
Wow, we could go on and on about this for a long time because there's just so much to learn. If you want to know any more information, just drop the questions down below. You can email Karen direct. You can go onto the Facebook pages. I'll put the links for Facebook pages down below as well. Wow, I'm blown away because I've got all these things going on in my head now. Now the capers sound gorgeous, actually.
Yeah.
I'm on the hunt for some nasturtium now.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you could make your own tartare sauce using capers and a homemade mayonnaise. Simple.
Oh my gosh, the mind boggles, doesn't it?
A bit of tarragon and a bit of that, and you're done.
Love it, love it. I feel that we might be going down some culinary, some recipe creating videos. So I'm feeling that there might be another playlist coming up soon.
Oh yeah, that's fun actually. It's really fun because you can really make amazing food that's actually nutritional too, and really beneficial. Yeah,
I love it.
Oh, that'd be fun. Like to do that.
Yes, we'll put that on there where there's never a dull moment in our lives. We always come up with new ideas, but that would just be a lot of fun actually creating some magic across the airwaves. Okay, I'm diverting and my brain is going tick, 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 tick. I know what I want to do, but right here, right now, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining us once again. And thank you again, Karen, for your wealth of information and your beautiful heart to share so openly with people. Oh, gosh. If you've got any questions, guys, as I always said, drop them down below. If you've got a particular herb or a particular thing you want to ask questions about, again, let us know. I'm starting to get clients, listeners come through with, can you ask about this? Can you ask about that? So we'll do some Ask Karen sessions as well. Okay. But for now, au revoir. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.